What is up, guys, and welcome to another video. We got some really cool things accomplished over the winter on this thing. This build is really turning out quite nice. I am super thrilled with how well everything has come out, as well as some of the stuff that we did get a chance to upgrade, as well as performance, appearance, stance. We hit a couple good things this winter, and it really kind of just set this build off. It's also turning it into like a top shelf third gen, I like to call it. This thing is truly a ripper, man. It's got the power, it's got the looks, and it's got the sound. So I'm gonna take you guys along and show you some of the cool stuff that we did get accomplished on this thing. So let's take a look. All right, guys, so some of the first things you're gonna notice on this car is we finally got that stance sitting right. Before, when I did the first swap, I had a huge hideous gap up front. I was getting a lot of flack from you guys about it. We finally did get the 1.5 inch drop springs up front, got that stance leveled out. As you can see, it is sitting nice. I also didn't want to go too low, just because if you know these third gens, man, you have absolutely no ground clearance on these things too. So I didn't want to go too low where I'm going to be scraping and hitting on everything, but I also didn't want that huge hideous gap that we had before. And what happened is, after doing the swap, I put the stock springs back in and everything was unsettled, as well as losing about 150 pounds off the front end. It did raise that front up quite a bit, and it just looked hideous. So we got that addressed. We got the 1.5 inch drop springs installed. Definitely rides a lot better, handles a lot better, and it looks a lot better. So as you can tell, all right, guys, another thing too that really did set the stance off on this car is I did upgrade the rim and tire combo. I did go with the nice deep dish. It's called chromium black. So it's got a nice polished chrome lip with a nice, it's almost like a black chrome on the inner side. Really did add to the whole stance of this car. Gave it a more modern pro touring look that I was going for. And you are very limited with the rim selection on these things. So this is the XXR 526 9.5 inch rim. I'm running a 255 40 18 up front. And in the back, we are running a 275 40 18. And the tires are Firehawk Indy 500. They're a nice, good, budget, sticky tire that have great performance, great handling, and the budget is right where I need to be, because I just cannot justify spending $300 on a pair of tires like the Toyo R88R and, you know, want to burn them off, because I'm going to beat the crap out of this thing. And I just did not want to be doing it on $300 tires. So these are about 170 a piece. So very happy with the performance and the price of these things too. So that just adds to the overall stance of this car. So that's pretty much it with the tires. As you can see, the 275 is a nice wide tire. I did want to go a little bit wider with the 295. I could just not find them in this brand unless I drop down to a smaller tire, like a 30 series or a 35, and I just did not want to do that. I wanted to stay with the 40s because of how bad the roads are out here in Minnesota. Definitely didn't want to sacrifice that much ride quality, but with the tires, I'm super happy of them. They're very smooth riding tire, and they have great traction and great performance, so I can't be happier with that. Now let's move on to some of the other stuff I'm going to show you. All right, guys, for some of the engine bay stuff that we did get accomplished, we really got this thing really cleaned up. I wanted it to look stock, I wanted it to look factory when I did the swap, and I wanted to keep everything really neat and tidy and just have it a nice clean build. And I think we did hit the nail on the head a little bit here. We've been getting a lot of cool comments from people, a lot of people digging the swap as well as the cleanliness of it. I did take my time and do things right, because the first time I put the 5.3 in here, I did rush and I did do things too quick, and it just didn't turn out the way I liked it. But this time I did take my time. I did respray the engine bay when this thing was out, so I repainted the engine bay. I also went ahead and went to the UMI fully adjustable strut mounts, because when I did paint the engine bay, I painted right over top of the old stock ones, and it just did not look good, so I wanted to clean that up. As well as when I did the big brake upgrade, we did do the 4th gen booster, the 4th gen master, and we did the Willwood adjustable proportioning valve. When we did the big brake to the C5 conversion, that video is on my channel. If you haven't checked that out, go do it already. And one of the other ideas I got from a fellow third gener on the forums and on YouTube, LSX Matt, putting this engine here, I had a lot of interference with the stock wiper motor. So this is actually out of an 89 Nissan Maxima. That thing fit in there pretty darn good. And I just had to drill a few holes and put some bolts in the back and everything worked perfect. So that definitely freed up a lot of space in the swap. Just to touch a little bit more about some of the great upgrades I did on the engine bay too. After I put the 600 lift cam in this LS3 with the hard, you know, the heavy valve springs, this thing was really noisy. Now I did check my pushrod length, and I did realize with this grind on this cam, I actually had to run 2 different length push rods, one for the intake and one for the exhaust. So I think I did a 3.75 on the intake, and I did a 3.8 on the exhaust. So that quieted down some of the valve train noise I was having, but I think when you do put a big cam on these all aluminum LS engines, they are just a little noisy. I mean, it's got that sewing machine noise, a little bit of, you know, you can hear the valve train, they're pretty noisy. I did put the beauty covers on, definitely helped quiet it up some, as well as installed a new hood insulation. That did help quiet when I was running. Mainly when I'd pull up next to a car, I could hear a lot of the engine noise, you know, kind of echoing back from that. So that definitely helped cut down on a lot of that. I just want a nice, quiet, smooth build. So it's been really tough to try to get this thing quiet, but we're finally getting a handle on all that stuff. So it did quiet up some, kind of just helped to give it a lot better rumble, as well as on the exhaust. I was using the Hawks off-road white pipe. They had the clamps on it. They just were not sealing that good. So I did weld in some V-bands up on the exhaust. That is definitely helping keep a lot of the exhaust leak out. I think the problem is too is that these headers are really just kind of noisy. These are the Speed Engineering. I think they are just a thin wall stainless steel headers, so I think you just kind of hear a lot more than you normally do. But I did get the V-bands welded in. That helped get some of the exhaust leaks figured out. And as you can tell, run into the back, as far as the cross member and subframe, all the ground clearance is sitting pretty good right now. I'm pretty happy with it. I would say I've got about probably 4 inches on the lowest part of my exhaust. There's just really not a whole lot you can do when you're running this kind of exhaust on these third gens. Man, you really do not have much space. So I'll give you guys a little bit more on the underside up front. So as you can see, we've got the full UMI cross member. Like I said, we do got the drop springs installed. I am running the Bilstein shocks. Those things are amazing. The harder I push them, the better they seem to get. And everything else is working pretty darn good right now. I'm pretty happy with how well this car has actually turned out, man. This thing is just a ripper. So guys, like always, if you see anything you have a question on, make sure to leave a comment. I'll do the best I can to answer it. Also, show some love to this video. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. Help me grow this thing. And if you appreciate the car, let me know. I appreciate all the feedback, guys. Thanks for watching. Peace.